Hey there, welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny and I got here a wireless outdoor camera that just came out from Wyze and it's got a pretty good kick to it. This one is the pre-order edition, so I believe it was among the first 20k made. It's the $50 competitor to your more expensive smart Wi-Fi enabled outdoor cameras like Blink, Arlo, and even the Ring Spotlight Cam. Technically it rivals GoPro as well, but we'll talk more about that later. Before I dive in, here's my top highlights for the Wyze outdoor camera. It's weatherproof, totally wireless so you don't have to deal with electrical, lasts 3 to 6 months on regular use, has an offline mode so you can use it for time lapses away from your Wi-Fi network, and all the other great Wyze offers like free cloud storage, which is huge, 1080p video, and smart motion detection. If you're curious about the packaging, here's a side-by-side comparison of the regular Wyze Cam V2 compared to the outdoor cam, more than double the size and double the weight. I'm going to do a quick unboxing here, give you some rundown on the specs, show you some of its video footage, and my final review on the Wyze outdoor cam, so you can make some decisions on whether it's worth for you to buy or not. If you like this video, it'd be awesome if you can hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up. Try to hit the 1k mark soon. This also isn't a sponsored video, but if you're looking to grab it, I have an affiliated link below and also some of its competitors so you can check them out. Purchasing anything with those links would help keep this channel going. So the most obvious difference here is that the outdoor bundle comes with a spaceship retro looking base station. It's how your outdoor camera is going to be talking with your Wi-Fi network. Think the Blink module if you're familiar with the Blink ecosystem. The only difference here is that it will require you to use an Ethernet cable to connect your base station to the router versus the Blink that just requires the module to be close in proximity. You can add up to an additional 3 more outdoor cameras to a single base station, which is pretty cool. The bundle comes with 1 camera, but if you want to just buy an individual outdoor cam to add to the setup, it'll only set you back a measly $40 US. That's insanely cheap compared to your other options like Blink and Ring. So now about the outdoor camera itself. Just picking it up, you can already tell a huge weight difference. The camera weighs in at around 9.8 ounces compared to the Wyze V2, which weighs in about 3.5 ounces. Wyze kept a boxy look, and it seems only slightly larger than its indoor counterpart. But what is interesting is how stiff the attached stand is. I like it because if I'm leaving it outdoors where there is going to be a lot of wind and rain, I want to be able to know that this little guy isn't going to be blown away or dropped on the ground so easily. You have your typical 32GB SD port and the micro USB charging port. The only difference here is that it's battery powered, so you're technically charging it and not powering it like a wired camera. Going back to the base station, a really nice thing that Wyze did here is that they included a 32GB slot for local storage. It ensures you're going to be getting the footage you need, even if your internet might be slow uploading. Now for the charging slot, you have to peel open the waterproof seal to get to it. It's rated at IP65, so it's waterproof and weather resistant to basically anything you throw at it. If you keep watching, I did some tests for you just to prove it. Don't mind the mess, but here I've plugged in the base station to the wall and the router. Do a better job. I'm not going to go through the in-app setup process because it's pretty similar to the rest of Wyze's products, but yeah, like always, they're pretty seamless and focus heavily on a frictionless onboarding experience. Love it. Also, I can't for the life of me figure out why Wyze's designers decided on having this big round circle in front. It's not the prettiest thing, so if you're watching this video and there's a black colored option, do that instead. Definitely do that instead. Being in California, I couldn't wait for freezing weather or rain, so here's my InHome Test. On their website, it says it can handle downpours, blizzards, and heat waves, and after putting it in the freezer, it seemed fine. I didn't put it in for long, but if you search online, people really challenged it, and the video quality remained consistent. I threw the camera in the sink and tried to show how the video might look if it was pouring. Mind you, this is only if rain was directly pouring above it. Seems like the worst case situation here, but yeah, it did really well. Time for testing outside, and because I currently live in an apartment, I'll have to do it on the balcony. One feature that Wyze seems to be promoting a lot is their time-lapse feature during offline mode, which basically allows you to depend on solely your SD card and get some nice looking footage. Sort of a dumbed down version of your GoPro. I don't see myself using this in the future, but now you know. Alright, so I thought it'd be helpful to some of you to have a side-by-side comparison of the Wyze indoor cam and the Wyze outdoor camera together. Mind you, I filmed this before Wyze announced their V3 camera that can also stay outdoors, so for you people who are about to tell me in the comment section below, I know that would have been a better comparison. I filmed this a few months ago and no excuses, I procrastinated editing this video. Don't try this at home, but in order to do this testing, I had to do a temporary solution that might look a little sketchy, so don't copy me. So this right here is actually footage from the Wyze indoor camera V2. The coloring is pretty accurate, and as you can see, the image quality is incredibly crisp for a $20 camera. I wish I downloaded the exact same time and day for both so you have a better comparison, but here's the outdoor camera footage. This is shot later in the day, so it's normal that the footage is not as vibrant, but what I noticed is that the image is a bit less crisp than the outdoor camera overall. One thing I'm not too impressed with is their 1080p full HD video during nighttime. Both black and white and colored footage during nighttime is not as crisp and detailed as I would like. You can possibly make out the face if you set the camera at eye level, and that's what you pretty much want anyways, but I really wish it had a sharper quality. Also, note that the light behind me is actually blue, and not because the camera was over color correcting. Now, if you were to ask me if the blurry-ish quality and lack of sharpness during nighttime is a deal breaker, I would say no. At least not for me anyways. It's not just a Wyze problem, but I feel like most of these smart outdoor cameras face the same issue. Now, is it worth it and should you get it? My final answer is why not. For $50, you get the starter bundle and can test it out for your own home. If you like it, you can grab more. If you don't, you can leave it recording in your garage or your front door and take it back inside every 3 to 6 months for a quick charge up. I would say this is the most set it and forget it dependable security system at its price, with all its pros. Yes, there's no fancy lights or has a chance of someone just coming over and grabbing it, but you have cloud storage. And for me, to not need to do all the hardwiring around the house, I'm happy. It's a go from me. Remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Really appreciate your support. See ya.